Welcome, folks. Buckle up for a giggle roller coaster as we dive into the 10 most hilarious bloopers in TV history. We're about to embark on a laughter-filled journey, spotlighting those unscripted moments that turned ordinary TV scenes into comedic gold. This countdown isn't just about any old bloopers. Oh no, we're talking about the creme de la creme, the cream of the crop, the absolute belly-laugh-inducing best. From flubbed lines to unexpected prop malfunctions, from uncontrollable laughter to the most amusing on-set mishaps, from the actors to the crew, in stitches. We'll travel through the annals of television history, from classic sitcoms to modern-day reality shows, to bring you the most side-splitting, knee-slapping, tear-jerkingly funny bloopers ever caught on film. So, are you ready to laugh your socks off? Let's start the countdown. Kicking off our countdown at number 10 is a classic mishap from the evergreen sitcom Friends. Picture this. It's a casual day at Central Perk. Our favorite gang is having their usual banter, when suddenly, Ross forgets his lines. Not just any line, the punchline. Instead of a quick save, he blurts out gibberish, transforming the scene into a laughter riot. Talk about an improv gone hilariously wrong. Well, that's one way to steal the spotlight, isn't it? Coming up next at number 9, we have a hilarious goof-up from the set of The Office. Picture this. The ever-so-serious Dwight Schrute, beat farmer and assistant to the regional manager, flubs his lines and bursts into uncontrollable laughter. A sight as rare as a Schrute smile, folks. The crew joins in, creating a symphony of giggles that echoes through the Scranton branch. Ah, the beauty of live filming. Never a dull moment with this crew, right? At number 8, we have a blooper that's sure to tickle your funny bone from The Big Bang Theory. Let's go to the episode where Sheldon attempts to explain string theory to Penny. Instead of saying spatial dimensions, our dear Sheldon says spatial dimensions. The cast bursts into laughter, leaving poor Sheldon in a fit of giggles. Even the stoic Leonard couldn't help but chuckle at this unexpected twist of tongue. Ah, the beauty of live recordings. Who knew science could be this funny? Grabbing the 7th spot is a blooper from none other than the popular drama Game of Thrones. Now imagine the scene. Dragons are roaring, swords are clashing, and there, in the midst of medieval fantasy, a coffee cup sits nonchalantly. Yes, a coffee cup, as if it was waiting for its latte art to be admired. The cast didn't notice, the crew didn't notice, but the eagle-eyed fans, oh, they noticed. And here we thought Westeros was all serious. Taking the 6th spot in our countdown is a blooper from the hilarious Parks and Recreation. Now, imagine this. You're in the middle of a serious city council meeting, but instead of discussing budget cuts, a bat swoops in, causing utter chaos. Not a prop, a real live bat. The cast's reactions, priceless. Even Ron Swanson couldn't keep a straight face. The scene was so funny, it made the cut without edits. Talk about an unexpected guest star. Well, that's one way to run a park. At number 5, we have a blooper that had us in splits from Breaking Bad. Remember that scene where Jesse Pinkman was supposed to throw a pizza onto the roof? Well, the pizza decided to be a frisbee and ended up on the neighbor's lawn instead. We're not sure who was more surprised, Jesse or the crew. The look on his face was priceless, a perfect blend of shock and should I fetch it? Who knew bad could be this funny? Coming in at number 4, we have a blooper from the ever-funny Modern Family. Remember when Phil Dunphy tried to be the cool dad and ended up falling off a skateboard? Or when Gloria's accent got the best of her, turning a simple sentence into a comedy goldmine? And let's not forget Cam's dramatic reactions that were more epic opera than sitcom. These unplanned moments are what make TV bloopers the gift that keeps on giving. Family Time was never this hilarious, was it? Bagging the 3rd spot in our countdown is a blooper from the fan favorite, The Simpsons. The scene unravels as Homer, in his typical fashion, attempts to fix a toaster. But instead, he ends up creating a time-traveling device. As he bounces back and forth in time, the animators forgot to draw his ever-present 5 o'clock shadow. Even the best of us can have a Homer moment, eh? Well, Springfield never disappoints, does it? Just missing the top spot at number 2, we have a blooper from the Laugh Riot, How I Met Your Mother. Now, imagine this. Ted, our love-stricken protagonist, is in the middle of one of his legendary monologues, pouring his heart out. But instead of the usual eloquence, he trips over his words, creating a nonsensical tongue twister that leaves the entire cast in stitches. And oh boy, Barney, our resident playboy who prides himself on his smoothness, can't even keep a straight face. He tries to power through the scene, but his laughter is as contagious as his charm, and the whole set dissolves into a fit of giggles. Even the ever-serene Lily, who usually keeps her cool, can't help but chuckle, her laughter ringing out like a melodious tune. It's a blooper that reminds us that even in the world of TV, there's room for some real, unscripted humanity. Well, that's one way to meet your mother. And finally, claiming the top spot in our countdown is a blooper from the legendary Seinfeld. Picture this. The scene is set in the iconic diner, the usual spot for Jerry, George, Elaine, and Kramer to dissect the minutiae of their daily lives. The script calls for Jerry to deliver a punchline. It's a classic Seinfeld zinger, a one-liner that's supposed to bring the house down. But here's the twist. Jerry, played by the phenomenal Jerry Seinfeld himself, flubs his lines. Not once, not twice, but a whopping 3 times in a row. Now you'd think that our seasoned comedy veterans would keep a straight face, right? Wrong. The cast erupts into laughter, with Julia Louis-Dreyfus, who played Elaine, laughing so hard that she actually falls off her chair. And let's not forget Michael Richards, our beloved Kramer, who tries to hide his laughter behind a menu, failing spectacularly. And George, oh George, played by Jason Alexander, he attempts to soldier on, delivering his next line with a straight face. But alas, the laughter proves contagious, and he too breaks, his face turning a shade of red so deep it could give a ripe tomato a run for its money. But the cherry on top? It's Jerry. After causing the whole fiasco, he tries to salvage the situation, to regain his composure. But each attempt is more futile than the last, his laughter only growing louder, his face only growing redder. The audience, both on set and at home, is in stitches, the laughter echoing long after the scene is cut. Well folks, there you have it, the funniest blooper in TV history. Thanks for joining us on this laughter-filled journey. Until next time, keep laughing and stay happy.